Okay. So 2008, that career kind of winds down. And I say mystically, you came upon an embroidery machine that you picked up.
It was mystic.
Yeah, I think it's mystic. And it unlocked this whole new vista, a trajectory is what I call it, for your life and your artistic artistry. Can you share how the journey unfolded? I mean, you get this, I'm going to tell what I know, you fill it in. You get this machine, you go like, okay, great. So now let me figure out how to take my drawings and my art and digitally work out that with the most modern of things, the computer or, with the not even software anymore, we're in the cloud, whatever. And you have to figure all that out and then bring it back to fabric to then do on the machine. So talk about how seeing that machine and playing with it and your grandfather and your mechanic thing and your design, and then we'll start looking at how it unfolded.
Well, you get it with your enthusiasm. That's kind of like how I behaved when I saw it.
Well, I was like, wow, she just saw that. She started messing with it.
Well, you know
I mean, I have a sister that takes old sewing machines and she knows how to repair them and
good
tie
for
them.
her.
She just loves
I
doing
have
it.
two she can have.
Oh.
All right. Well, here's the thing. When my career ended, and it sort of was the end, because I won't get into it, but anyway, it was time to change. I was kind of sick of it at that point. And I was looking for what really inspired me, what I loved. And I started hand embroidering logo designs.
Good. I was going to ask if you did stuff by hand. So you did do stuff by hand.
Yeah. I have a book, but I didn't bring it.
That's
and one day I went out and I was collecting embroidery floss all over the city because I wanted every color and all this. And one day I went out to this store in Queens, and they had this guy in the back demonstrating this embroidery machine. It was a FOF. And I lost my mind. I couldn't believe it. I said, you mean I can scan in a sketch and the thing will stitch what I scan
Were
in?
you programmed?
Yes.
Say,
and
I
they
want
said
this?
yes. And that was it. It was 2008, I think, or 9.
Yeah, 8 or 9.
I got my first machine, and they're very expensive.
And that was more like then we'll get to the other one, because then you went from like a domestic one to like a big, which has changed things.
Because domestic is one spool of thread at a time.
Right.
That was too slow for me, So, but it's
eventually you got the industrial one. But so so the chain of events. You saw that machine. You buy it. You bring it home. You say, okay, now I got to get my art and manipulate it through the computer.
It took time.
Yeah, and that was probably a real learning. Like how did that process, and how did you not give up? Did you
Well, I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I was so fascinated by it, and I did it every single day from then until now, and that's how you get good at something.
Right.
Just I was obsessed with it.
Well, that's how true artists are usually, obsessed with their art.
It fascinated me so much.
And I'm going to talk about, because you have themes, and then you now have collections. And one of them, the two that when you've already talked about, the two early ones. You have one called Heart and Soul, which is sort of like the journey of your being a mother. And you started off with this piece. I'm going to hold it up. You can talk about it, because she can do that on my camera while you talk.
Well, I am a very emotional person, so I started putting my emotions of raising my 3 kids and the fact that they were leaving home, which I hated and loved at the same time. I started to express my emotions in the embroidery.
Yeah, you're really a storyteller.
Yeah.
You tell a lot of stories through work. I'm sorry, Yael, am I good? Okay, there. Let me.
This one's called Motherhood, and actually it was from a comment that a friend of mine made. She said, "Oh my God, I feel like I have the dining room table on my back with the full set of plates and dinner." I said, great embroidery idea.
So you saw the legs in there and the hair. I hope everybody saw that. I noticed the legs and the arms. And
she's crawling.
She's crawling. It's a woman. There you go. Okay, and then this one's about your daughter.
Yeah.
Here, your relationship with your. Yeah, we'll probably enjoy this one. She has 2 little princesses. Is this the way it? Wait.
Well,
yes,
yeah.
mother.
This one says mother. I keep your heart close to mine, but the original version said, daughter, daughter, you hold my heart. It was, when my daughter was 13, I noticed that she just changed one day. She started to talk to me like she was, you know, not my friend. And I was so taken aback that I did this sketch, you know, because the emotion was so deep.
Right, and it's a little bit like the heart pulling apart. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was a
arteries.
little
It's
sh-
like,
I was, yeah, I was.
but it's two
exactly.
women. It's two women. Two
Well,
girls.
this is supposed to be her, and this is me.
Yeah.